Yeah, when I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. In this nation, my skin is my sentiments in society. Laws made because they feel the greatness inside of it. Crackhead on the corner can sing like Ryan Osley, and we run from the cops like track meets the irony. Cause every nigga in the Olympics straight out the hood. If we get where we come from when it's all good. $1 million slave with survivor remorse, that's textbook. Looks divide and conquer, inspire others to work harder for minimum wage. To shine like you on center page. Welcome to the rat race. Now you a spring, you look down on those can keep your pace. These young bulls is Lazarus, the man in the mirror looking you in the face. You reap what you sow, the fruit will grow from every tree. That's how you know. Friend from foe, that set the triangle, pass the time like the rock and give and go. You either build or destroy, make your choice, bro. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. All these atrocities in my isosceles cause animosity when hope is a limited commodity. Rats in the race of opportunity with success rates. It's a low probability. I mean, they build a prison before we even leave elementary. And Christianity got our people retarded spiritually. I mean, seriously. You're gonna be in heaven with those that committed genocide on your ancestry. I'd rather be in hell where at least you know your enemy. Make it make sense to me. But you got natives in your blood and celebrate Thanksgiving. Work you like a Hebrew slave and won't entertain a simple possibility that you is you. Simply in reality, they call you anti-Semitic. The viscosity of a carbon copy, the shame originality. The kingdom of heaven is within. When it's all the earth, the children of God. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin.
You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You got to put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth. The Lord wants black men to be able to be men again. The Lord wants to stop the white man from killing our babies in the abortion clinics. The Lord wants us to get off the drugs and then raise our families back up to be the men and women of the Lord, man. But there's something in the middle of us right now. What is that? That Christian church, man. Get with me, brother. Joel, the 3rd chapter, 1st verse. Read it loud.
Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Yeah, go ahead.
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
You hear what the Lord said? Declare this among the Gentiles, man. Why? Because it don't look like they're going to war now. It look like they in control and in power of everything. But for the prophets of the Lord that know exactly what's going to happen in the earth, we know that it's time to prepare for war.
All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? It's another marvelous Monday. You know, we're going to break it down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, getting into the historical records, right? You know, as commanding General YAHANNA said at the end of that song, you know, it is time to prepare for war. Right. You understand? Everything that's going on in between the Palestinians and the Israeli state You understand the so-called Jewish man. You understand? We in the volume of the book. You know, we at the end. And so shall come on World War III. You understand? Because everybody gonna jump into this conflict, as we have been saying, is going to be coming since 1969. I mean, they brought out records showing, you know, the old general saying that it's gonna kick off with Russia. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 60s and in the 70s, man, and in the early 90s. You know, so here we are, man. I mean, you know, if you don't know your history, you know, it's doomed to repeat. I mean, because clearly, uh, what's been written aforetime is for our learning, for our understanding, right? Before we jump into it, let me go ahead and, you know, say the same old rigmarole. You know, if you on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and follow the I.S.U.P.K Houston page. Go ahead and like it. If you are on TikTok, go ahead and follow the room. I mean, follow the I.S.U.P.K Houston page. If you are on Clubhouse, go ahead and click that house down there at the bottom. Share the room. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. So where we are in the story, man, we picking up where we left off, right? Where Jacob was in a jiu-jitsu match, you understand, with an angel of the Lord and was winning. You know, so you know, in most Christian churches, because I mean, when I came up, they made it seem like the story was the other way around. Like Jacob was wrestling with the angel, and the angel was whooping up on him, and Jacob was begging for his life, you know, to bless me, you know, before you let me go. But that ain't, when you actually read the Bible, that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Jacob had them things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna pick up at closing out 32, jumping into 33, and hopefully get the opening to 34. All right. So we're gonna start off at Genesis. You can start it at 24, and we'll start from there, and then we'll ride it out. Go ahead, Genesis 32 and 24.
Khan, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint.
Right. So we did a deep dive last class, jumping down into the Hebrew to find out what hollow is. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew word for hollow is kop, right? H3721, which means socket or joint, and right. And people, you know, just had those Christian lenses on and said the angel just said, "Ooh, boom." You know what I'm saying? Just touch Jacob, and his hip came out of joint. But that's not what happened. That scripture, that word right there, touch, is nagai. And that's H5060, which means to strike. He struck Jacob, hit that boy with the Kwam Yashala. You understand? the hidden move of the heavens. You understand? And dislocated the femur from the hip bone. You understand? Now, I don't think, you know, like people really, you know, sneak past that part, man. But you don't understand the amount of pressure that it takes to dislocate a human femur. Right? With all of those tendons on the quad and the hamstring wrapped around that femur, let alone the femur being the biggest and most densest bone and largest bone on the body. The amount of torque in PSI, which is pressure per square inch, that it would take to strike in a specific area to dislocate that muscle, that bone from that hip. You understand? So that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? He had like Jacob was up on him. Jacob was giving him them hands, you know, and he had to pull out that heavenly secret move on him and hit that boy with the you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and knock that boy hip and his femur out of socket. All right. Keep reading.
Cut of a con. As he wrestled with him, and he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh."
Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like we said last class, the angel dislocated Jacob's hip and his femur, right? Jacob still on him to the point where the angel's like, "Nigga, let me go." Like, bro, get up off of me, bro. Like they wrestling all day and all night. You know what I'm saying? They wrestle throughout the whole night. So that's a minimum of an 8-hour jiu-jitsu match. You know what I'm saying? And them boys getting to it. And Jacob was dishing it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jacob, you had to carry all them goats, you know what I'm saying, and all them lambs that he was herding. You know what I'm saying? That boy that got swole on him real quick. Go ahead.
And it's like it, not to digress, sir. All them kids he had, you know, he had to let it out somewhere.
Real talk. And then, but what most people don't understand, like, it's in us. Right. You know, like people say, you know, the original cowboys were blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right?
Right.
We've been wrestling livestock, right, since Jacob was in the house of Laban. You understand? It ain't nothing for us to wrestle down a calf, a cow, you understand, a lamb or a goat, and tie them down and be like, record time. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't. So when he wrestling with his angel, he doing all the secret moves that he didn't had to do on the lambs, on the goats, on the ox, on the she asses. You know what I'm saying? And on the bulls. You understand? So it ain't nothing for him to wrestle with his angel because he been wrestling with all the beasts of the field. You know what I'm saying? And not also fighting off the enemies to his flock. You understand? So the angel was like, now mind you, Jacob got a dislocated hip at this point, and he's still on this angel. The angel's like, bro, let me go, dog. Keep reading.
Kanabakan. And he said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me."
Except thou what?
Except thou bless me. Verse 27. And he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name should be called no more Jacob, but Israel."
But what?
But Israel.
But what?
But Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
You understand? So this is where the name Israel comes from. And this is literally the translation. All right. So the name Israel in Hebrew is Yashar'Allah. Right. So when you break this down phonetically, I mean, if we went to my Hebrew board, right? Yah is a prefix, which means he. Shar is prince. All right. And Allah is power. He, prince of power, right? And that's why he literally says it here in the scripture, right? Thou name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. Right? This is literally where we get the name of our nation from, right? So when people ask you, you know, what does and first off, you know, for the black people, it's like y'all name Israel. That's Isis, Ra, and El. You understand? That is the most ignorant thing that I have ever heard, because that is not the actual name. That is an English translation, right? But the actual Hebrew name is Yashar'Allah, right? Which has nothing to do with ISIS, nothing to do with Ra, and nothing to do with El. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anything else on? All right. So online with this, all right. So this is when the name Prince of the Power was born, right? As a precept, give me Hosea 12 and 1. All right. And then matter of fact, go to Exodus 5 and 3, right? So we can get an understanding of why the angel gave him this name, right? Why he gave him this name, Yasha'Allah, which means he Prince of Power, right? And when you understand who the Lord is why you understand why Jacob got this name. Jacob didn't get this name because he was weak and got mixed up by angel. No, like Jacob was giving the angel hell. He was giving them hands. All right, read.
There's the book of Exodus, chapter 5, and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, the God of the Hebrews hath met with us.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go, we pray thee.
Where you at?
This is Exodus 5 and verse 3.
15 and 3.
Salakia.
Yeah, Exodus 15 and 3, right? When you understand the type of God that we have, then you'll understand the reason why Jacob got this name. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is a man of war.
He's a what?
A man of war.
You understand? We don't serve a weak God. You understand? Our Father is all about warfare.
Right.
You understand? And an angel rolled up on Jacob, you understand? And that boy was not afraid to get up out there. You understand? And because of that, you understand, not only did he get, like, Yasha'Allah is a title. You understand? Is a title of royalty. You understand? To be called a prince of the power, right? That means, that's why we say, who do we fear? The Father we fear. Because we don't fear no man. The only thing that we fear is the Most High God. That's it. You understand? That's the only one that can do anything to us. Because if the Father be for us, who can be against us? You understand? So when you have a father that's a man of war, you gotta be a prince of the power. You understand? All right. Give me the other one that I asked for. Hosea 12 and 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can get this understanding, man, because to be of the nation of Israel, first off, we're a nation of kings and priests, but every man is supposed to be a warrior. You understand? You're a king and a priest of your household, but most importantly, you come from a nation of warriors. The weakest of us is stronger than the mightiest of the other nations. Go ahead, read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12 and 4, sir.
Hosea chapter 12, verse 1, you're going to read the 4.
Verse 1. Ephraim feedeth on wind, and followeth after the east wind. He daily increaseth lies and dissolution, and they do make a covenant with the Assyrians, and oil is carried into Egypt. Verse 2. The Lord have also a controversy with Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways, according to his doings, will he recompense him. He took his brother by the heel in the womb.
He did what?
He took his brother by the heel in the womb.
Right.
And by his strength, he had power with God.
You understand? The reason why we have power with God is because of our strength, because of our determination, right? Because of our grit, our gumption, our knack to never give up. Keep reading.
Verse 4. Yea, he had power over the angel and prevailed. He wept and made supplication unto him he found him in Bethel, and there he spake with us.
You understand? The reason the Lord does not love or like weakness. You understand? If you were to have favor with the Lord, you can't be weak. You understand? You have to have the courage to fight. And the first fight is within yourself, battling your demons. You understand? How can you expect to win a victory against your external enemies and you can't defeat your internal enemy, which is your flesh, your desires? You understand? You can't stop smoking weed for a week, but you talking about you ready to go to war. You understand? Like you can't even run a mile. You know what I'm saying? But you want to go to war. You understand? Like you talk about like how you down for your people. Ain't nobody's gonna come in here and do you or your family any type of way. But you can't be disciplined enough not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? This is the type of men that we need. We need the type of men that is willing to sacrifice their life. You understand? So that the nation can live. And it starts with having the will to fight. The fight starts within you. All right. Let's get back to the Genesis 32 and 29.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 29. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is that thou doest ask after my name?
Now, why did Jacob ask the angel his name? What's the reason why Jacob asked the angel his name? You don't know? All right. Let me help you out. Go to Judges chapter 13 and go to verse 15. An exact similar situation happened in the book of Judges. So let's see what happened there, and that might be able to shed light on why Jacob asked the angel his name.
So Judges 13 and
Judges chapter 13, you're going to start at verse 15.
Come, there's a book of Judges, chapter 13 and verse 15. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, do thou detain me? I will not eat of thy bread. And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord.
You must offer it unto who?
Thou must offer it unto the Lord.
You understand? Keep reading.
For
Manoah,
knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? That when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor.
Verse 18.
And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret?
Seeing that it is what?
Secret.
You understand? So why are the angels' names secret?
All the glory and praise can go to the Most High.
Most High in Christ, brother. Most High in Christ. You understand? Right. So the reason why Jacob wanted to ask the angel his name is because he wanted to give glory to the angel, right? But the blessing that the angel gave him didn't come from the angel. It came from the Lord, right? So that's why in everything we say what? Most High in Christ, right? Because it didn't happen by our strength. It didn't happen through our courage, right? It happened because of the faith that was established through the Most High and Christ. You understand? Everything that you do that you accomplish is not because of you, right? And you know it because how many times have you practiced something and you mess up? You understand? That is the reason for practice, right? So when you get on stage to perform, right, that you might be perfect. You know, when you stop smoking cigarettes, you know, you gonna mess up a lot, right? You might stop a week, then you smoke a cigarette, and then you like, man, I ain't gonna smoke no more. You know what I'm saying? Then you go 2 weeks, then you go a month, right? And then before you know it, you realize you ain't had a cigarette in 6 months. You ain't had a cigarette in 3 years. You ain't had a cigarette in 10 years, right? But it's not because of your strength, because every time you try to do it, you fail, right? So I know, boy, I was king chief back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'd probably still be a king chief now. But I didn't stop not only smoking, but selling weed under my own strength, right? I stopped it because of a power that was greater than me. You understand? And that credit goes to the Most High. There's been plenty of times before I came in the truth, I was like, I'm going to stop smoking. I stopped smoking for a little bit, hit the blunt one time, go back into a tailspin. You understand? So everything that you do, you give honor to the Most High in Christ, right? And that's what the angel was diverting Jacob's question. He's like, why are you asking me my name? You understand? My name is not important. My name is a secret, right? Just like when you came into the truth, right? You got your new name. You understand? That name is a name of the Lord, right? Like we'll be out and about, and you be around your people in the world, and I'll be like, hey, yo, Sapar. And everybody looking around like, well, who is he talking to? Who the hell is Sapar? Right? You know what I'm saying? And then you ask, hey, what's going on, sir? What you need? And they be like, well, why he call you Sapar? You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, that's my name. Well, no, your name is, they say whatever disgusting name that it was in the world. You understand? He's like, well, you know, that's my Hebrew name. Well, what it mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's when you hit them with, you know, do your 90 days in the school and you'll get one and you'll find out. You understand? Because you always divert the glory. The glory and the honor goes to the Most High God because you're not who they used to call you. You understand? All right, let's get back to it. Read verse 29 so you can read the end of it, and then we'll finish out chapter 32.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou doest ask after my name?
Mm-hmm.
And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face.
You understand? And that word Peniel is broken down into two words, right? The root word is panah, right? The actual word is pana'al, right? The root word is panah, which is H 6437, which means to turn, and then all, which is translated into Yiddish as El, means God, godlike, mighty one, men of rank, mighty men, mighty heroes, or angels, right? So so right here, he named this place Panaal, which means he turned and faced a mighty one of God, an angel. It literally translates into what it means. All right. And then verse 31, and as he passed over Panaal, the sun arose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. You know what I'm saying? That boy thigh was sore as hell. You understand? Verse 32. Therefore, the children of Israel ate not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew that it shrank. All right. So basically, they don't eat the hollow point. They don't eat the joint meat of whatever animal, whether it's a lamb or chicken, cow, whatever righteous animal that we're allowed to eat, right? I mean, don't nobody want to chew on no sinew anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gummy. It's just a weird texture. You know what I'm saying? So let's drop down the verse, chapter 33, verse 1.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 33 and verse 1.
All right, we're gonna try and breeze through this so we can hop in 34. This is just kind of setting the stage for the next phase of the story. All right, go ahead.
Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came with him 400 men, and he divided the children of Leah
unto Leah.
Salakia, and he divided the children unto Leah, and unto Rachel, and unto two handmaids. And he put the handmaid and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost.
All right. So this is going back to what we talked about when Jacob first, or Israel now, you understand his name is Yasha, right? When Israel first entered into Laban's land, right? And the trouble that he went through in his household between Leah and Rachel, okay, is because of showing favoritism. You are not to show favoritism between your wives, right? And then this is another situation of where Jacob is showing favoritism. And why is this another situation where Jacob is showing favoritism? Can anybody tell me? Read it again. Read verse 1 and verse 2 again.
And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. And he divided the children unto Leah, and unto Rachel, and unto the two handmaids.
Verse 2.
And he put the handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost.
So what is he doing?
If I may, sir, he hit in the back, and he put in the handmaid children in the front, just the mindset of Esau.
Right, but then not only that, just like the reason when that started the whole feud between it, you understand? Because Jacob loved Rachel. You understand? He didn't say he loved Rachel and Leah. He loved Rachel. And the Lord opened up Leah's womb, you understand? And she gave him his firstborn son. And she was like, finally, my husband will love me because I gave him a son. And she gave him a whole bunch of sons. And then Rachel made the situation worse. She was like, well, since I can't, I'm going to have children via proxy through my maidservant, and then gave him her maidservant. And then what did Leah do? She's like, you got me messed up. I'm going to give him my maidservant too, so I can have even more kids, right? And then in this situation, instead of his entire family rolling up as a unit, he was like, I'm going to send Milpah and Zilpah and their kids up first. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to send Leah and her kids behind them. And then I'm going to send Rachel and Joseph behind all of them because, you know, because he's showing favoritism. Because if Esau rolled up with that 400 horsemen and he on Plex, you understand, that means that Rachel and Joseph will have the greatest opportunity to get away and survive. You understand? After the Lord done all of this, after he done wrestled with the angel of the Lord, after he done been blessed, you understand? After he done went through what he went through with Laban, after the Lord then gave him exceedingly amount of wealth to where he can give damn near $750,000 as a gift and still not be phased. You understand? He's still lacking faith. And he has been dubbed a title, Prince of the Power. All right, keep reading, verse 3.
Verse 3. And he passed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him, and he fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept.
You understand? So he had all that fear in his heart for nothing. You understand? Like, he was afraid of Laban. The Lord came and prevailed before him and revealed himself to Laban before he came before Jacob and told Laban, you better not speak to Jacob, neither good nor evil. You understand? Basically, watch how you handle my son. Watch how you handle my servant, right? So there was nothing to fear this entire time. He went through all of this for nothing. All right, verse 5.
And he lifted up his eyes and saw the woman and the children and said, who are those with thee? And he said, the children which God have graciously given thy servant.
All right, what you got to understand is when the Lord I'll let the scripture speak for it. Give me Psalms 127:3. Malachi, give me Isaiah 8:18. All right, when you got Psalms 127:3, go ahead and read it. What does it say that children are?
The book of Psalms, chapter 127 and verse 3. Lo, children are an heritage.
They are a what?
An heritage of the Lord. And the fruit of the womb is his reward.
You understand? When you have children, they are a reward. You understand? They are a heritage given to you from the Most High God. So when you have children, this is not something to take lightly. This is not something to treat as a light thing, to discard as if it's nothing. You understand? It is a reward from the Lord. You understand? Because when they all them kids started rolling up and all these women started rolling up, he's like, man, what is all this going on? Man, these are kids that the Lord done blessed me with. But here in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, we think children are a curse. You understand? Because we are put in a place of lack where we don't have the provisions to handle children, right? Because shoot, we barely able to provide for ourselves, you understand, and put food in our mouths day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You be like, damn, now we got a whole nother mouth to feed. You understand? We look at it as a curse when in actuality it is a blessing because you have heritage on this earth, a piece of you that stays behind when you leave. All right? Malachi, give me what I asked for in Isaiah 8:18.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 18. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs.
Are for what?
Signs.
You understand? it's a sign that the Lord is continuing the promise that he gave to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? That you will have children that he said, look up in the heavens. He said, number the stars if you can number them. Your children will be more than that. You understand? That was before we had light pollution. You understand? Like the heavens is, brother, if or sister, if you ever get an opportunity to take a trip, you know, go camping out in the country, you understand? And it's far away from the city and there ain't really no lights out there. I advise you to take it. You understand? Because you really don't understand, you know, why the scriptures told you do not be dismayed at the signs in heaven. Because when you really out there and you see them stars, brother, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Because it's glorious. You understand? Was that all on that scripture, Malachi?
La.
Go ahead.
And for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts.
You understand? To have a child, it is a wonder in Israel. That's why whenever somebody sees somebody's child, each time they see him, like, man, every time I see that boy getting bigger and bigger. I remember when he was the size of the palm of my hand and my forearm. You understand? Now that boy around here knee high. And then as they get older, man, he look just like you, bro. You understand? Like the Lord done bless you, man. He didn't gave you your double ganger. You got your mini you right there. You understand? You feel me? So to have a child, it is a wonder. It is a blessing from the Lord. All right. Let's get back to where we are. Chapter 33 in verse 6.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 33, and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then the handmaidens came near, and their children, and they bowed themselves. And Leah also with her children came near, and bowed themselves. And after came Joseph near, and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. And he said, what meanest thou by all this drove which I met?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, these are to find grace in the sight of my Lord.
He said, what?
These are to find grace in the sight of my Lord.
Why? What is, all right. So why is he saying that?
So like, if I may, because he still see Esau as his older brother.
And then what else? Why is he saying that he wants to find grace in the sight of his brother? And why is he calling his brother Lord? Why? What is the purpose he is calling his brother Lord?
For to ensure his family safety from the men that Esau had with him.
Why would Jacob be in fear for his family?
Because years before this, Esau said after the mourning of their father that he was going to kill Jacob.
Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that is exactly right. You understand? So when Jacob wrote upon him, you understand, he was like, I gotta find a way to appease his anger, right? And we talked about that. Give me that precept, Malachi. Give me Proverbs 21 and 14.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 4. Wait, 14.
Mm-hmm.
A gift in secret pacifieth anger.
A what?
A gift in secret pacifieth anger.
You understand? So that's why you be having all of these bribes that happen under the table, right? A gift in secret, it's a bribe, right? Because why else would you give a gift in secret? If you give a gift in secret, that means you probably ashamed of something. You understand? And you don't want nobody to know, right? So a gift in secret does what?
pacifieth anger.
Is that all it says?
La.
Go ahead.
And reward in the bosom strong wrath.
You understand? And a reward in the bosom, you understand, is strong wrath. All right. So this is what Jacob's purpose is in giving his gift. You understand? He's trying to bribe his brother that he don't kill him and his entire family and take all that he had. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 9. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep that thou hast unto thyself.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob said, Nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face, as though I had seen the face of God.
Now, why is Jacob pressing the issue after his brother was like, nah, bro, I'm good. You understand? Like, I'm exceedingly wealthy, bro. I don't need no gift from my brother, man. I'm just happy to see you. Why is Jacob pressing the issue for him to take the gift? What does him taking the gift mean? Let me break it down in layman's terms, right? Let me give you a as I like to call it, a secular example for divine clarification, right? If let's say Sapar and Malakia, I say, man, bro, I need some help, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta move this stuff to the storage, bro. It's gonna take me all day to do it. You understand? And y'all come over there and y'all come help me move this stuff to storage. And then after we get done, you know what I'm saying? I try and pay y'all. Y'all be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you good, bro. You don't gotta pay us. You don't owe us nothing, bro. We just did this out of kind of our heart. And I'd be like, nah, here, take this money. You understand? What is the purpose of me pushing the issue for you to take the money? What does it mean when you take the money? Go ahead.
So like that that the deal is complete.
That the what?
That the deal or the deed is finished on both ends.
And what does it not allow you to do if I pay you?
To bring it back, to hold it over someone's head.
Right. You understand? So this is what Jacob is doing. Jacob is basically making a contract, right? He's saying, okay, if you don't want it and I find grace in your sight, please take this, right? Because if he's found grace in Esau's sight, what can Esau not come back and do?
Esau cannot come back and use that against him.
But what would he be coming back to do on his brother? What's the whole reason why Jacob is afraid?
Because of fear of Esau from what he said that he was going to do to him in the past.
Right. He like this happiness, because he ain't seen his brother and got it could 30 years could have passed. I mean, Jacob got 4 wives and 12 kids. You know what I'm saying? And a slew of livestock and manservants and maid servants. Right. So it could have immense time could have passed by, right? And that joy, man, bro, it's my brother, man. I ain't seen my brother in a while. And then that time passed, and that high, of camaraderie and kinship passed. Then one day Esau sitting there thinking, he was like, that nigga did give me about my birthright, though. You know what I'm saying? He did take the firstborn blessing. My father did tell me that I'm going to have to serve him, and my children and their children's children going to have to serve him. And I'm going to have to live off of what he creates. Yeah, no, I think I'm still gonna kill him. You understand? So by him taking this payment, this gift, it means what?
That the deal is sealed.
That the deal is sealed. All right. Give me precept. Give me Genesis 21 and 25. Give me Genesis 21 and 25. You know what I'm saying? This is the same situation with his grandfather, Abraham, dealing with Abimelech.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 25. And Abraham reproved Abimelech.
You know what I'm saying? So just a backstory. This is when the servants, you understand, of Abimelech were trying every time Abraham dug a well, you understand, they would fill it with earth. You understand? Or they would try and take it from his servants, right? Same thing that happened with his son Isaac, right? Keep reading.
Because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away.
Keep reading. You gonna read the verse 30.
Verse 26. And Abimelech said, I will not who have done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it, but today. And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant.
Made a what?
Made a covenant.
What is a covenant?
A covenant is a agreement.
It's a contract, right? It's an agreement. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 28. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what mean these 7 ewe lambs?
Is that not almost word for word what Esau said to Jacob? You understand? So he said Esau said and Esau said back up. Verse 8. He said, what meanest thou by all this drove which I met? And he said, these are to find grace in the sight of my Lord. So it's literally word for word what Abimelech said. You understand? He's like, what's the purpose of these ewes, right? Ewes are lambs. All right, keep reading.
Which thou hast set by themselves. Verse 30. And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me.
That they be a what?
That they may be a witness unto me.
Why would you need witnesses?
To if I may, sir, to seal the deal.
Right. So like whenever you sign a contract, right? Whether it's to get you an apartment, you understand, buy you a house, you understand, like major contracts and stuff like that or whatever, it has to get notarized. What is the purpose of a notary? Does anybody know?
So like I said, a notary is the stamp to show that it's official.
Right, and they serve as a witness. Right? They are a witness because say me and you go to court, right? Let's say if you're the district attorney, right? And you trying to trump me up on charges, saying that I never sent in whatever paperwork, and I'm telling the judge that I did, right? Now, in a court of law, it's my word against yours, right? Which is, in that case, in a judge's mind, is hearsay, right? Because it's your word and it's my word. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to solidify anything. And what's crazy is that man law is literally, they get their law from God's law, because in the word of God, what does it say for something to be true? It has to be established in what?
Salakia, if I may, sir, it had to be established by 2 or 3 witnesses.
Right? You understand?
Right.
So if I'm saying it and I call the notary who signed off on it and she showed her notarized docket showing not only that she signed off on it, because when somebody notarizes something to be sent as an official document to any municipality, they send it off.
Yeah.
You understand? And they show that they send it off. Now we have a true record. You understand that something has been established because we have a witness that this is true. You understand? So when Jacob gives him this, he forces him to take this gift, and he says his gift is so that I find grace. You understand? You know, grace is that, you know, for the time period that I've been gone and how you done felt towards me. If you take this, that means you can't come back talking about, nah, I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why you cannot be corruptible, right? As Malakia read earlier, you understand? If you take a gift in secret, you understand, it appeases the heart. You can't be all mad and up in arms talking about you gonna whoop me after you done took my money. You understand? Because last night, because once it comes out that you took money in private and you still own this or whatever, now your reputation is in the trash. That's why it's so important to be righteous, right? And what's crazy is in chapter 34, this same situation gonna come right back up, and it's gonna be what you supposed to do. You understand? All right. All right, so let's get back to Genesis 33. I think we stopped at boom, 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 boom. We stopped at verse 10. We at verse 11.
Kanamakan, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 33 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Take, I pray thee, my blessings that is brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, and he took it.
And he did what?
And he took it.
So what that mean? Malaki, what that mean? He took it. What does that mean? What does that now mean? That he what? He agreed. And what can he not do now because he agreed? Can't come back and kill him.
Right.
Nigga, I paid you. You understand? And he paid him a nice amount. Anybody remember the dollar amount in livestock that he gave him?
So like I say, it was 711,000.
You understand? Just short of $750,000. You understand? So he ain't paying him no chump change. You feel me? Like he broke Esau off. Like brother, imagine if something like you wanted to, well, you wanted to lay hands at somebody. I'm talking about with every fiber of your soul and your spirit. And they send a message to you, but look, man, I know you want to mess Malachi up, but here, bro, take this. You know what I'm saying? He sent this as a gift, bro, to find grace with you. And Sapar, he gave you, and Malachi sent the message and gave you $750,000. You boxing them in the morning at the bus stop.
I was like, hey, that brother I with me.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, Malachi, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Right. Man, it's good to see you, boy. You feel me? Where you been, boy? You feel me?
hey, don't even worry about the other stuff.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But if you roll up on Malachi and you beat him up and he expose you, you understand? Right. Now your name gonna be trash out in the street. I mean, people ain't gonna deal. It's like, so bro, you beat this dude up and he gave you $750,000? Right. What type of nigga is you? You understand? Now there are situations where it's about the principality, but if it's about the principality, you won't take the money. You understand? That's when you see in these cartel movies, these cartel shows, when the dude trying to pay him off, like, hey, papi, you know what I'm saying? Hey, no bueno. You know what I'm saying? I cannot do this. You know what I'm saying? It's about the principality. It's about the principle of the matter. It's not about the money. You should have paid the money when you could have paid the money. Don't pay me the money. I'm already getting paid money. How can I accept money from my employer and accept money from you? That's a breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be in your situation. Yes, you're offering me what you were supposed to pay my boss, but my boss, not only does he pay me, but he kills people like you. I don't want to be like you. So they're going to send someone like me to kill me. I got to kill you, papi. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. You feel me? That is integrity. You know what I'm saying? It is not integrity if you take the money and then you still want to take somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? That's when something bad's going to happen to you. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Verse 12. Mm-hmm. And he said, let us take our journey and let us go, and I will go before thee. And he said unto him, my Lord knoweth that the children are tender, mm-hmm. and flocks of the herds with young or with me. Mm-hmm. And if men should overdrive them, one day the flock will die.
You understand? Not only, you understand, did he say, look, I know you want me to roll with you, bro. I miss you. You understand? But I got my babies with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got infants with him. You know what I'm saying? Then not only that, he got flocks with tenderlings. You understand? And if you drive a mother too hard, that milk gonna be sour, and not only will the mother die, but the kid is gonna die, and I'm gonna lose all my wealth. You understand? So go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's basically a old way of saying, hey, bro, I'm gonna catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? It was good seeing you, bro, but I'm gonna catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta handle this over here. Keep reading.
Verse 14. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, mm-hmm. and I will lead on softly, according as the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure until I come unto my Lord, until Seir.
You understand? That boy's like, yeah, bro, let me handle this business at the house, bro, and I'm gonna catch up with you, bro, the next time I'm around the way. That's an old way of saying, bro, I'm gonna see you when I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But let me take care of this business real quick. I'm gonna catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? Well, like when you say, when you on the phone with somebody, it's like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we come up with the randomest reasons to get off the call. Hey bro, hey man, let me take care of these dishes, man. I'm gonna get up with you. Hey man, let me talk to this woman. I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it don't be another phone call coming in. You be like, hey bro, I got a call, man. Let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I'm saying? And when you saying I'm gonna holler at you, it's not saying that you gonna call them right back. You know what I'm saying? Or when you say I'm gonna catch up with you, it's not saying that I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It's I'm gonna see you when I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially what he's telling his brother. All right, keep reading.
And Esau said, let me now leave with thee some of the flock that are with me. And he said, what needeth it? Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. So Esau returned that day on his way to Seir.
Hold on, read verse 15 again.
Come. And Esau said, let me now leave with thee some of the flock that are with me.
All right. So now Why is Esau saying, let me leave some of this flock with thee? Why is Esau saying that to Jacob? So Jacob just gave him roughly just short of $750,000 worth of livestock. And he was like, you know, hey, bro, I'm going to catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? I got to move at a slow pace. I got these babies with me. You know what I'm saying? And I got my livestock. You know, they didn't just gave birth in the herd. So, you know, we got to move slow. And he's like, all right, bro, well, shoot. I'm going to leave some of this livestock with you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up with you. Why is he saying that he going to leave some of the livestock with him that Jacob gave him? Malachi? He gonna give you the mic.
So he'll have a reason to come back.
So what?
So he will have a reason to come back.
Exactly. It's the same reason why when you in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and y'all get into it, and you be like, man, I'm done with you, but you still leave your clothes at their house. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really done. You know what I'm saying? When you leave your clothes at somebody's house, you got a reason to do what? Come back. You understand? Right? And then going back to verse 15, what did Jacob say, Sapar? After Esau said, let me now leave with thee some of the flock that are with me. What was Jacob's response?
At verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15, and Esau said, let me now leave with thee some of the flock that are with me.
And what did Jacob say?
And he said, what needeth it?
You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, what do I need with your flock? These is yours, brother. These ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? What I need to hold them for? It's yours. Take them. Right? Keep reading.
And let me find grace in the sight of my Lord.
So what you're not realizing is Esau basically found a way to usurp the contract. He was like, all right, I'm going to take them, but I'm going to leave them with you. You understand? Which means that what? What does that mean? So they brokered the deal, right? The deal is for Jacob to find grace with Esau so he can't kill him. You understand? Jacob pushed the issue. He's like, look, because Esau was like, man, hey, bro, keep your flock, bro. Like, what I need with that, man? You know what I'm saying? It's small steps to a giant, baby. I got my own stuff over here, bro. Your brother good, baby. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, cool. But if I didn't find grace in your sight, bro, you know what I'm saying? Take this from me, bro, as a gift, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right, I'm going to take it. You know, he's like, shoot, roll with your brother one time. You know what I'm saying? He telling Jacob, come roll with your brother one time. You know what I'm saying? By himself. And he's like, nah, man, you know, I got these youngins I got to take care of, the flock, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just gave birth, bro, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to tend to them and we got to move slow, bro. So I'm going to catch up with you at Sierra, bro, when I see you. You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, well, shoot, I'm going to leave this with you. I'm going to leave them with you, though.